Malaga is one of the most vibrant and historic cities in southern Spain, located on the Mediterranean coast in the heart of the Costa del Sol. With more than 2,800 years of history, Malaga blends ancient heritage, beautiful beaches, and a lively modern cultural scene. Founded by the Phoenicians around 770 BC, Malaga later became an important Roman city and then flourished under Moorish rule. This layered history can still be seen in landmarks like the Alcazaba of Malaga, a well-preserved Moorish fortress overlooking the city, and the nearby Gibraltar Castle, which offers panoramic views of the port, mountains, and coastline. At the heart of Malaga stands the impressive Malaga Cathedral, affectionately known as La Manquita because one of its towers was never completed. Built between the 16th and 18th centuries on the site of a former mosque, it combines Renaissance and Baroque styles. Inside, visitors can admire its high ceilings, ornate chapels, and beautiful choir stalls. The cathedral stands near the historic center and is a must-see when visiting southern Spain. The historic center surrounding the cathedral is filled with narrow streets, lively squares, tapas bars, and traditional Andalusian architecture. Malaga is also famous as the birthplace of Pablo Picasso. The Picasso Museum Malaga and the Casa Natal de Picasso celebrate his life and artistic legacy, making the city an important cultural destination. Beyond its historical attractions, Malaga offers beautiful beaches like La Malagueta Beach, a modern port area at Muel Uno, and a thriving food scene known for fresh seafood, espetos, grilled sardines, and local sweet wine. Today, Malaga is considered one of Spain's most dynamic cities, combining sunshine, culture, history, and a relaxed Mediterranean lifestyle that attracts visitors year-round. The Alcazaba of Malaga is one of the most important historical landmarks in Malaga and one of the best-preserved Moorish fortresses in Spain. Built in the 11th century during the rule of the Hamidid dynasty, the Alcazaba served as a defensive palace for Muslim rulers. Its strategic position on a hill overlooking the city and the Mediterranean Sea made it a powerful military stronghold while also functioning as a royal residence. The fortress is connected by walls to the nearby Gibraltar Castle, creating a complete defensive complex that once protected Malaga from invasions. Visitors today walk through a series of fortified gates, courtyards, and gardens that reflect classic Islamic architecture, similar in style to the Alhambra though on a smaller scale. Inside, you can admire beautiful horseshoe arches, fountains, and peaceful patios surrounded by palm trees and flowers. The views from the top are spectacular, offering panoramic scenes of the harbor, the historic center, and the Roman Theatre of Malaga located just below the fortress. Today, the Alcazaba is one of Malaga's most visited attractions and a symbol of the city's rich blend of cultures. Walking through its ancient walls feels like stepping back into the time of Al-Andalus, where history, architecture, and scenery come together in a memorable experience. The Roman Theatre of Malaga is one of the oldest monuments in Malaga. It was built in the 1st century during the reign of Augustus when the city was part of the Roman Empire. The Paseo del Parque Gardens in Malaga are one of the most beautiful green areas in the city, located between the historic center and the port. Created at the end of the 19th century on land reclaimed from the sea, the gardens cover about 3.3 hectares and are known for their tropical and subtropical vegetation. Visitors can see palm trees, ficus, dragon trees, fountains, sculptures and shaded paths, making it one of the most important subtropical gardens in Europe. It is a peaceful place to walk, relax, and enjoy the transition between the old city and the waterfront. Next to it, the promenade of the port, known as Palmeral de las Sorpresas and connected to Malaga Port, is a modern seaside walkway opened in 2011 after the transformation of the harbor area. This wide promenade features hundreds of palm trees, pergolas, gardens, fountains, and open spaces facing the Mediterranean. It connects the city with the sea and includes cultural buildings, cruise terminal access, shops, restaurants, and areas for events and exhibitions. The space was designed to reconnect Malaga with its waterfront and has become one of the most vibrant places for walking and enjoying the coastal atmosphere. Together, Paseo del Parque and the Port Promenade form one continuous scenic walk from the historic center to the sea, offering gardens, shade, architecture, and views that make this area one of the most pleasant and iconic in Malaga. Gibralfaro Castle is one of the most iconic landmarks overlooking the city of Malaga. Built in the 14th century by Yusuf I of the Nasrid dynasty, the fortress was designed to protect the nearby Alcazaba of Malaga and strengthen the city's defenses. It stands on Mount Gibralfaro, giving it a strategic position with wide views over the Mediterranean Sea, the port, and the historic center. The castle played an important role during the Reconquista. In 1487, the Catholic monarchs Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella I of Castile captured Malaga after a long siege. After the conquest, the castle continued to serve as a military stronghold and later became a symbol of the city's history. Today, Gibralfaro Castle is a popular place to visit for its well-preserved walls, towers, and walkways. Visitors can walk along the ramparts and enjoy some of the best panoramic views in Malaga. Inside, there is also a small interpretation center that explains the history of the fortress and the city. The castle is especially beautiful at sunset when the light reflects over the sea and the rooftops of Malaga. A final experience visiting Malaga often feels like a slow and beautiful farewell. As the sun begins to set, the warm light reflects off the Mediterranean and the city takes on a golden glow. Walking through the historic center, the sound of distant guitars mixes with laughter from small plazas, and the smell of grilled seafood drifts from nearby restaurants. The atmosphere becomes softer, calmer, and you realize how easily Malaga makes you feel at home. As evening arrives, a stroll along the port or the beach becomes the perfect closing moment. The palm trees sway gently, the sea breeze cools the air, and the city lights begin to sparkle along the waterfront. Sitting quietly with a final drink or simply watching the waves, visitors often feel a mix of relaxation and nostalgia. Malaga leaves with you not just memories of monuments and streets, but a feeling of warmth, culture, and effortless beauty that makes you want to return again.